The in-demand question is how to start a wholesale business among many popular business forums. Whether you have 18, 24, or 60 years of age, you understand that there is room enough for starting a wholesale business right now without excuse. Look into the product that they carry, including the products and quality of service that they provide. It is also a good idea if you can identify the location of your office and warehouse. As a business owner, you need to the place where you will be conducting the activity. You would probably need bigger space. Consider the city where you will hold your operation because there are some that are quite expensive. It is best if you keep the office and house separate. Of course, you can do it alone as you need to hire helpers. Try to go for honest and efficient people to work with you. Family members are your best bet for this. An aspect of wholesale business that you should look into is the suppliers. You need to get in touch with manufacturers who are willing to give their wholesaler their products. There are companies that would set target for you, so it is necessary to think carefully before deciding one. It is a good idea if you know that distributor of the company and ask if they can supply directly to you. You need to calculate things before you can deal with them. The first procedure for people to want to become a wholesale is paperwork. It depends on your state's laws. You may need to obtain a license before you can operate a wholesale business. Check with your local city hall to find out what license or licenses you will need to become a wholesaler. After get approval by the administration, you can operate your business. You should obtain a tax ID number. Some companies will require a tax ID number before they'll work out a deal with you. Visit a local bank of your choice to set up a business account. It's very important to have a bank account. This is where your money comes from. It's very convenient. If all these have been done, you should decide what products you want to sell. Choose whether you want to stock your wholesale products or have them drop shipped by the vendors to your customers. You might have to pay extra fees to dropship, but you will undoubtedly have less overhead by not keeping the stock. This also frees you from the shipping duties. You will save time and money by having your wholesale products drop shipped to your customers. Then you could start operating your new wholesale business. However, you should set payment terms before the operation. Those looking at different wholesale businesses and comparing them will thoroughly read the payment terms. If you can offer better payment terms than your competition, you might win their vote. Simply read your competition's payment and credit terms for their customers and see how you can improve on it without going broke. Payment terms play a vital role in the wholesale business. You can make more money if you set it properly. Unlike in the retail business where revenue is produced $1 at a time, in the wholesale business you can make anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars at a time. Since your customers are resellers, they will need to buy the wholesale merchandise in volume so that they can have enough merchandise for their customers. To enter the wholesale business, you do not need to have a sizable amount of capital. What you do need is organization skills to compile a list of your suppliers and customers. Many of your suppliers will drop ship to your wholesale customers. Through this method, you do not need to stock any merchandise. You can also advertise your suppliers' wholesale products and order them as your wholesale orders start coming in. Although you do not have to carry inventory, it is always advisable to have samples on hand. This way, your wholesale customers can see and feel the quality of your wholesale merchandise. More importantly, to successfully start a wholesale business, you need to be on top of product trends. Always be up to date on what types of products are hot, which products are staple products, what merchandise sells in each season, and the actual market wholesale and retail prices of the items you are selling. Implement these basic steps and you will soon be on your way to starting a solid wholesale business. Remember what made your wholesale business work. Don't get tempted to stop working these basic steps when you start achieving success. As your wholesale business grows, you might want to consider hiring a part-time employee to make these calls for you. This way, your time can be better spent on making sales and bringing in revenue to your wholesale business. You should also focus on developing a reputation for your wholesale business. Customers must know what it is that they can buy from you. Just like you know where to go when you want to buy milk, you want your customers to know where they can go to buy wholesale merchandise. The most popular wholesale distribution in today's consumer marketplace is electronic goods. As always, everyone wants the latest and greatest item in innovative technology. The quick sellers are video games and personal electronics, even when it is not new. You can use this to your advantage whenever a fresh item springs into the market, where pioneering consumers will clamor to get hold of it. Appreciating that electronics is a fast-moving industry and continuous trend, your efforts can get going by focusing your attention on a subcategory of electronics like digital smartwatches, cameras, or smartphones, a profitable wholesale business. Even for those who are not interested in buying the newest models will want to have a lower price for the technology that everyone else owns. Another emerging trend for distribution at wholesale is nutrition. As people become more and more concerned with their health, starting a wholesale business that specializes in nutritional supplements or accessories is a clear profit winner, especially when these items can be easily purchased on the net. As well as in these stores, and even your local gas station will carrying the hottest energy drinks for a little boost of energy. Make sure to consider this growing market to cash in on the trends. You also have to look into identifying the location of office as well as your warehouse. You manage also at the place where you put up your business. When your business gets into the market and has been bitten by costumers, then you probably need to expand. It is also better if the office is separate from your own house. But as long as it is still manageable by your own force, then it is okay to have a house office. But when you expand, then it is better to separate the house from your office as well as hiring new staff. When hiring people to help you with your business, you need to look for efficient, honest working people. Another aspect that you have to look into wholesale business is the suppliers. Getting in touch with manufacturers is a good move to do, especially if they are willing to give a wholesale to their products. You have to evaluate the company if they can supply you directly with what you need and to analyze things before closing deals with them. You have to think carefully before you decide. So, are you interested for starting a wholesale business in 2020? Then just follow 7 steps to start a successful wholesale business. 1. Product and industry choice. 2. Choose a business model. 3. Establish supplier relationships. 4. Arrange shipping suppliers. 5. Establish a web presence. 6. Hit the pavement and sell. And 7. Marketing and advertising. It is wise to set up a website when starting a wholesale business. If you can inform manufacturers before doing business with them, this is a good idea. Instead of running after them, they can contact you directly. Your website can also attract retailers who might be interested in selling your products. It is also a good idea if you know the policies of manufacturers. This is important so you can return to them the products that you cannot sell. Many softwares can help you if you want to keep track of your product. Wholesaling is a lot about activity and networking. It is imperative to establish the right connections and be constantly on the lookout for new opportunities. The right product, hard work, and a love of the deal will likely result in success. If you found this video helpful, then do like, share, and subscribe our channel to get future videos. Planning is the initial and the most important step for beginning a business, and business plans lay down the procedure to be followed for success. We have one specific video on how to write a business plan systematically. You can check out the video link in video description. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel to get future videos.